Hello, everyone.
Hello, it's Cindy and the broken guinea pig.
He's already been sitting here giggling. I said, "You're going to hurt yourself, fool."
And she didn't do it to me.
No.
The ice in the driveway was 2 inches thick. So ice 1, guinea pig 0. The battle has just begun. I will win in the end.
You are not getting back out there picking at ice.
The sun's gonna melt all the ice, and I get to win. Yay!
You're crazy.
I'm not all there.
No.
Oh.
So Brian Dish is here. Good afternoon, Cindy and Brian, aka Guinea Pig, and all hail raisers. Then he says, one question: why did you shove Brian? Now you'll have to wait on him for a few weeks. Did I touch you?
Nope.
Did I even know you fell?
Nope.
See, you know.
It happened so fast. I didn't even have a chance to move. It was like, whoop, down I went. 1 second I was looking at the car. Next second I was looking at the sky. I'm like, wow.
If you went on your side, how were you looking at the sky?
Because I hit on my back, not straight down. I hit on my back when I was looking up.
How the hell did you break
Don't
a rib?
ask me.
You make no sense.
I don't, but I did.
It's the
luck of the guinea pig.
He had been for days, ever when the storm ended last weekend, picking away at ice because we could not even attempt to go to the car, much less get out of the driveway. So he's out there with a shovel, a spade, what is that, hoe or whatever the heck that is?
Ice dropper.
Whatever. Well, that's what you use it for. Yeah, but what's the technical term?
It's an ice dropper.
So he's out there picking away at this ice for days. He would go out a little at a time because if he does too much at one time, his blood sugars will drop like a rock. So it was bitter cold, and it still is. So this ice, it probably 3 inch thick, 4 inches thick of ice.
2 inches.
It's more than that now. It was when we had people come and finish it Friday. But Wednesday he come in, didn't say a word about anything. He sat down for a while. He went in to take a shower, and he come out stiff as a board. He said, "It hurts." He said, "I fell." And this is how many hours later?
Yeah, quite a while.
Yeah. He didn't even tell me until after the fact. So way after the fact. So, watching him, and we still at this point cannot get out of our driveway. I said, "Do you want to go be seen? I will call somebody." Nope. So I put a message. This is funny. I put a message on our subdivision page because there's a lot of people here that will help out if you need it. And I got one comment, an anonymous comment: "Call me if you need me," from an anonymous person. I'm like, okay. And I said, "I don't know who I'm calling, but thank you." Nothing else was ever said about it. So I have no idea. But anyway, I have a little idea, but it's all right. It's all good. Somebody else had messaged me from our subdivision. She said, "Here's the name and number of a guy that he will come and do it." Well, he was supposed to come Thursday. He was doing some other lady's driveway Thursday. And in the meantime, he is laying around or sitting at his computer and moaning and groaning. We get an ice pack. We've had a heating pad. I offered to put patches on him, but we have at the house. He's like, "No." And then Wendy had messaged me from Loving It on Keto. And she said, "Do you have any Arnicare gel?" And I know she had mentioned it a long time ago on her videos. And I went and looked, and I had some. Well, I went to put it on him, and he screamed. I barely touched him. Part of it was cold.
Well, yeah.
But it hurt just to barely touch him. I didn't even get a chance to rub the stuff in. And this was Friday. He said, "I think it's my rib." Still couldn't get out of the driveway. They were working. This guy came. He couldn't make it Thursday because it was after dark. By the time he got done, he came by. He said, I will be back on Friday, if that's okay. Friday between 10 and 11. And I had his phone number. So he came not only with his son that was helping him, a 10-year-old boy who was the hardest worker I'd ever seen for a child, and his wife. And they were all out there shoveling and digging up ice and chopping up ice and everything. Same way with our walkway out to the mailbox. And finally, after that happened, when I barely touched him, I went outside. I said, I have got to get out of this driveway. I've got to get my husband to the ER. And, you know, they had gotten it to where I could get over this hump of ice at the end of our driveway. And that was our biggest deterrent, is when they plowed, we have a corner lot. And when the idiots plowed, everything went right at the end of our driveway. And it was piled up like, 3 feet, 2 feet maybe.
Yeah,
solid ice.
Solid ice.
Solid ice.
Yep.
It mounds. And I'm like, I can't even begin to even get out there to try, because all I got to do is fall now. And then we're both in trouble. And he's like, no, you're not doing this. So, you know, they were so good about chopping away enough space so I could get the car out. And he had told me, he said, he looked at it Thursday night, what I wanted done. He said, $50. He said, is that all right? I said, no, it's not enough. He said, oh, it's fine. Well, before we left Friday for the hospital, I handed him $80, and he looked at me and I said, keep it. I said, you guys have helped us out so much, I can't even tell you. And he was very appreciative, of course. So anyway, they were great. These people were great, fantastic. So we go to the hospital. Now, my husband hates needles. Do you want to tell him?
Nope.
They gave him 2 shots, one in his arm, one in his thigh.
Ouch.
Oh no, there wasn't ouch. He was flipping around, and now he's got a broken rib. They did a CT scan instead of an X-ray because it'll show more. They have him sitting in his chair because the place was packed. There were no rooms available. We were in a little alcove with a curtain that had a recliner chair and another chair that I was sitting in. And this one girl came in with 2 syringes and all this, and he's turning white. I said, he needs to lay down. He will pass the hell out if you try to give him a shot.
I hate needles. Can't help it.
And I'm telling you, he's got his phone in his hand, broken rib, and he is twisting himself in this chair and going crazy like a crazy man because they want to give him shots. I said, he needs to lay down. And at this point, because he was so sporadic, it was like he was a crazy man. They called another nurse in to help, and she said, well, for God's sakes, lay him down. And we pulled up the footrest because the other girl said, well, yeah, hold on a minute. Because I said, can we raise this footrest? At least so he can do that much, you know? And finally, this other nurse came in. Well, by all means, raise it. The first one was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm like, no, we can't wait a minute. You don't understand. He finally got his shots after a crazy bout of hysteria. This man has to lay down to get blood work done. That's how bad it is with needles. He is terrible. And it didn't matter the excruciating pain he was in from the broken rib. It didn't matter. But we know the diagnosis. They gave him some pain meds to get filled. They gave him lidocaine patches to put on for 12 hours at a time, 1 a day. And, you know, I have Tylenol here, and it gave him a breathing machine to use so he doesn't get pneumonia. And I said, oh, he's going to use it. He said, don't you worry. So he's going to use it.
It's basically a broken rib. And if anybody has never had one of these, it doesn't matter what you do. If you move, you sneeze, you just turn the wrong way, It hurts.
You laugh,
I
you
laugh.
cough,
Yep.
and you're sitting there giggling like a fool.
Everything hurts. And trying to get your clothes off sometimes, it's a challenge. Can't bend over because that's pain. You're basically stretching that rib out, and it hurts like crazy. It's just a matter of it'll heal by itself, but it's how long it's going to take. And
reading the
at the moment,
papers, it says about 1 to 3 months.
Well, it depends on who you are, but yeah, it happens and it could be. I'm sitting still. I'm not doing much. But all I can do, I'm at the computer, I'm watching TV. It's about the story of it for now because I can't do much.
Or sleeping.
Yeah.
Or laying on a heating pad and then having to get help to get up.
Yeah, can't get out of bed so easy.
It's been nuts, but it hasn't even just been that. Max is not doing well. We decided not to give him the gabapentin that we've been giving him at night. Because yesterday, every time he went to walk, all 4 legs out. He was splat on the floor. He wasn't eating. He wasn't drinking anything. Nothing. So we did not give him that medicine last night. Today, he's walking a little better. I mean, we're going to get into the vet and see what the next option is because I can't watch him like that anymore. And I don't think you can either.
No.
It was bad. So yeah, as of yesterday, our intention was to get into the vet on Monday and have him put down. It was that bad. Today is a little better. And I will not give him that medicine again. And if that's what's been causing him not to be able to walk right. And Evelyn, I will get to the chat in a second for everybody. But I wanted to go over this stuff because this week has been absolute hell and not even hail. It's been hell. Not being able to get out, not being able to do anything. And that part didn't bother me, but the fact that we needed to get out and couldn't, that was the bad part. And then with Max, there's no way we could have taken him to the vet before Friday. And then I had to take him. So we couldn't get out of our driveway. We could not. It was just craziness. And yeah, it's winter and yeah, stuff happens and Mother Nature is a beast. But, sometimes life just has to give us a break. Yeah. And this week was not it.
Yeah. Funny part is her older sister said, he's too old for that. Should be doing that.
That was my younger sister and
right.
My oldest sister, not Debbie.
And I'm like, no, it's not going to stop me. It's just, I'm from New England. I've dealt with this before, but it happens.
Not this bad.
And it doesn't matter whether you're 20 or you're 90. If you fall and hit the ground
on ice,
I don't care what you're eating or how you're eating, your bones are still going to break. And it doesn't matter. You're susceptible to pain and injury just like everybody else. And next time, well, hopefully it won't happen again because I'm not going to go out there next time. But unless I get some shoes that have spikes on them, and they do sell them. They do sell rubber ones that you can put on your feet. But right now, I can't even shovel.
That was the day he had long pants on.
That was it. That was the whole problem. I put long pants on. I should have kept my shorts on. I should have thought better.
That was the one day he put long pants on that man. I put that up on a short video. It was later that day that he fell.
I was doomed.
But he was dressed for the weather. He was absolutely prepared because it was, the hat on. You guys didn't see all that. He had his rubber boots up to his knees. And he had been out the previous 2 days chipping away at ice in increments of time before that happened on Wednesday.
In shorts.
And that didn't have anything to do with it. But it was just ironic because it was like, it's just been a tough week. And now it's going to be tougher for a while, especially for Brian. He hates. You talk for a bit. Whew.
I know Max he's up there and he's old, and it's hard. That's my baby.
But he hates putting everything on me too. And it's like, told me the other day, I am so sorry. No reason to be sorry.
I just feel like I failed everybody. But
Nope.
you know, because I can't do everything. I can't do a thing to help. I can do some stuff, but it's hard. And,
You ain't supposed to.
you know, I still do stuff. I'm just stubborn. What else to do? It's me. But you know, I'll make it through it.
Yeah, we will. We've made it through worse things.
I've had bruised ribs before. I know it's going to be a while.
You had what?
I had bruised ribs.
Bruised ribs. Yeah. Have you had broken ribs before?
No, but it was just the same feeling.
Yep.
And just have to work at it. And it means after a while, when I start feeling better, I'm just going to start picking stuff up little by little and working myself up to a better
little at a
feeling.
time.
Yep. Because last time I had this, I didn't break them, but I bruised them, and I was working at the post office. And they put a wrap around my chest so it would hold things together. And probably about maybe 2 weeks after that, I went to work and just slowly took my time and did my job. Those trays of mail were heavy. Magazines were heavy. I just did little by little and got it done.
I think
and went through a little bit of pain.
I'm sure the bruising hurt, but I am certain this hurts more.
About the same. True.
Anyway, Sherry is here. Good Sunday afternoon, fellow hail raisers. Hands yellow, heart red. Brian said hello to Sherry. Lynn is here. Hi, Cindy, Brian, and Sherry. Poor broken guinea pig.
Slightly damaged.
This is Sharon Holloway is here. Good afternoon, all.
I'm still
Sharon.
with because if you listen, food.
He can't cut his meat or anything though. So
no, it hurt. Oh.
Hey, Lynn, Sharon said, be right back. Hello, friends, including but not limited to Cindy, Broken Brian, Fisher, Fly Fisherman, Sherry, Goodlin, and Sharon. Ella said, Brian Steiner will not be opening for a few weeks. That ain't that's the truth. So much the truth. Afternoon, Cindy and Brian. It's Karen, Low Carb Spin. Sean is here. Good afternoon, all. Dadgum subscriber mode won't let me comment. Sheesh. Well, why aren't you a subscriber? I know you are, and it's only 5 minutes. You only had to be a subscriber for 5 minutes. And if it won't let you comment, that means they unsubscribed you, dude. Hey, Karen. Hey, Sean. YouTube, it does funny things. Evelyn. Brenda Jones is here. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Brenda. Hi, everyone. Deb is here. Karen, Florida Sunshine. Hello, Hail Raisers. Hi, Sean and Evelyn. Sharon's back. Hey, Brenda. Sean saying hi to Deb. Sharon. Everybody's talking amongst themselves. That's awesome. Those pain pills are working when he's giggling. Before we went live, he was sitting here just laughing. I'm like, did you toot?
Nope.
He said, nope. This time he was innocent. Andy is here. My lady laugh a lot. Hello, Andy and Susan. And then, hi, Deb. Hi, Andy. Bacon Runner is here. Hello. Hello. I can't hardly see. Ray. That's her name. Bacon Runner is Donna Ray. One of these days, I'm going to get it down. Karen, Sean, Brenda, Deb, Andy, Bacon Runner. I got to catch up with all these messages, all this chat. Everyone that said hi, I'm multitasking. Yep. Aaron is here. Miss Booby Goats, I was sledding. Just be careful. Goodness.
And near done that once, got hurt too that way.
Evelyn, hello, Karen and Dan. Yep. Jennifer Lucas said, dude, get some yak tracks.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron. Oh no, he ain't getting in the ice. Not for a while. It's crazy. I'd much rather have, and we've talked about this all week long, we'd much rather have footage of snow.
Yeah.
Than this few inches of snow topped with a few inches of ice. It's been horrible.
I mean, the only good thing out of the whole thing is we never lost the electricity.
Yes.
So we were able to stay with everything going.
Thank goodness. That is the one good thing.
The only thing I had to do was I went outside and cleaned off the condenser, which is where your heat and air
They saw the video. They saw
That's the only thing I did. And that worked fine. And after that, the heating system calmed down, turned itself on and off periodically, didn't run 24/7.
Nope.
Saved us some money.
Yeah, that thing was coated and covered in ice.
Yeah, it had about 1.5 inches on it.
Dan is here. Carnivore Dan. Jennifer. Sean. Lori Brick is here. Hi, I'll stay warm. You know, I'm trying. You see, he's got his robe on. He's like trying to protect all the way around. Stacy is here. Ken did the same thing. He fell before Keto Palooza 24 and didn't tell me until Monday night after driving there and back to Toledo to see my family traveling through. Then it was, please take me to the ER. Men, you're right. It's crazy. Great people to help you out in that mess. Yes, they were absolutely fantastic. And, you know, I thanked them over and over again. It was like, yes. Hi, Dan.
Yep,
they were amazing.
We got neighbors to the left, neighbors to the right, and here we are, stuck in the middle with you guys.
Yahoo! You're pushing the table.
I'm pushing everything. Oh.
Terry is here. She said, totally feel for you, Brian. Poor thing. Yeah. Shit, poor me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, he's good. He'll be good. He's not allowed to bowl, of course.
Dang it.
And we didn't have bowling all week because of the ice. So that was good. Because I didn't want to go anywhere. Which part is broke, in the front or in the back? In the front on the right side.
Yep.
I think rib number 7, I think is what they said.
I don't remember. Something like that.
I think.
One rib.
Stacy, that comes from when we were kids. We didn't go to the doctor unless we were dying. Sean said that. You can't even fart without it hurting, she said.
Yeah, I can do.
That's underestimating him, Terry, tremendously, because it's been happening. Evelyn said, no laughing allowed.
I can laugh.
You see, he's got, I don't know if he can't see. He's got a pillow in front of him. Hold on to himself. It always gets more sore before it starts getting better. Oh, good. Oh, good Lord. Oh, Lord.
Well, I got up out of bed this morning. It was a little easier and it wasn't so bad. I don't know.
Little by little.
Yep.
Stacy said, hello to everyone. Tomorrow we go to Columbus for Ken's neck checkup. Please keep prayers going up. We love you all. Absolutely, Stacy. Prayers for Ken and for you. It's so hard to turn over in bed. Oh, he lays flat. He lays flat on his back.
I can't. I won't roll over. I can't.
But typically, he lays flat on his back. Jennifer's absolutely Stacy. So we'll be thinking of you and Ken. Says Lynn. Gabapentin is so bad. Don't do it. Yeah, he's been taking it for a while. Because there were so many times, so many days he wasn't sleeping. And they did that to help relax him, for him to sleep. But And I took it years ago for restless legs, and I quit. It didn't do anything for me one way or another. And Evelyn says, oh, Max. And Brian can't even pick him up. No, but I will.
I do manage to get on my knees and let him know I'm still here.
Oh, no, Max, maybe. Hey, friends. Hi, Amy. Cheers from Oregon, y'all. Hello, Angel. How are you? Hopping in and out, watching 3 lives right now. How dare these other people? I'm just kidding. There's no way to avoid it. No, I don't even try anymore. Poor baby Max. Yep. It's a good part about a long marriage. Someone to help. It's priceless. Yep. We have been, actually next month, we'll be married 22 years.
Yep.
And this is both of our 3rd marriage. So, yeah. Karen. I hated being on gabapentin. That medicine was the worst. I could barely keep my head up after taking it. It made me so drowsy that I was afraid to drive home from work. It didn't affect me at all. It didn't help my legs, and it didn't affect me any other way. Hello, Mason. Hi, Cindy. Hello, Cindy and Brian. And I must have missed Holly came in. And they said, hi, Holly.
Yeah, they gave me medicine for pain, but I'm only taking one at night to go to bed.
Oh, there she is.
That's it.
Holly Springer. Hello, Holly. Sorry I missed that. It's been a crazy week. Just crazy. Hugs for all of you, Brian, Cindy, and Max, baby. Thank you, Lynn. At least it starts whittling down your medical deductible early in the year. Yeah.
Mine's not so bad. Mine's pretty good, so I don't have to worry too much.
I'll tell you, I went in to get his prescriptions. The pain medicine for 12 pills, 33 cents. The lidocaine patches, 15 patches, because it wasn't sent through insurance first. I had to pay full price, $48. I will be turning that into the insurance company if I figure out how to do it. Evelyn, don't know if it'll do any good, but you know. Everyone, good afternoon. Mason, Min. So yeah, that's what's going on and has been going on in this house. On the upside, I had no one again for Friday, and I was in no condition to do any live stream on Friday. I don't have anyone for next Friday. I do have Sherry and Nancy Tanner for Friday the 13th to celebrate Valentine's Day together. I mean, what other lives are happening? Don't be telling him. He'll skip. He'll leave here and go to them. Prioritize protein. We always do, Jennifer. Thank you. To heal that rib. Protein first. That's another issue that we're dealing with Brian. It's like, hang on a second. Let me get through the chat, and then we'll talk about that. He'll never wear pants again.
Nope, not happening.
Long pants equals bad luck. No, don't tell him that crap.
The one time I did it.
Terry said, blame it on the pants.
Yep.
Ha ha.
Yeah. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thank God he had on long pants. You are not just whistling Dixie there. It is so bitter cold. Note to self, bubble wrap Brian before he goes out into the frozen tundra. She's got prayers going. This round of weather has been a challenge for all in the path. You're not kidding. Bless you, Brian. Bless you, Cindy. Thank you, Mason. Hearts. Consume the goodness. Kendra is here. Hello. Sending up hearts and praying hands. And Karen. Sherry said, I'm not likely to ever get that much ice here, but I think for safety's sake, just in case, I will get some of those spike things. You already get hail. What the hell? Watch out. I'm going to pull this table back. It's getting further away. All right. I'm good. I'm done. Kendra, when you can't do things, it makes you want to do them even if you wouldn't be doing them on a normal day. Sometimes. Absolutely, sometimes. It's so hard. You can't let him suffer if he's suffering. You're right. And, I've heard numerous times, dogs do not let you know they're suffering. I mean, Evelyn, you saw when you were here the trouble he was having walking. But yesterday was just horrifying. It wasn't just his back legs giving out. It was like all 4 of his legs would just go, and he would thump right onto the floor. Now, I was carrying him outside to do his duty, and it was like trying to get him to quick in and quick out because it's so daggone cold out there. And he's just struggling. Kendra, hello everyone. Amy.
Yeah, I mean, he is 15 and a half, so.
There's that.
Yep.
Simpson is here. Cynthia. Hello, Cindy and Brian and all. Hello. I love my yak tracks. I have 3 pairs. I have never heard of them. I commented on one of Erin's posts. I said, look at you trudging through all this ice in your yard. She said, I've got these rubber things to put on my shoes with spikes. I'm like, nice.
Yeah, we used those at the post office for delivering in New England when it was snowing and ice. They were rubber boots and we were mandatory to wear them. They just slip on and slip off like a little rubber boot.
But, up there wasn't a whole lot of ice.
It doesn't matter. It's just even through the snow and everything else. Yeah.
Hello, Cynthia. That just sounds funny, saying hi to myself. John Gag, I missed somebody else too. What the heck is going on with this chat? I missed John come in too. Where did I see it? Where did I miss it? My eyes are like screwed up. Anyway, hello, John. I believe you're here. I know the immense pain of broken ribs and also my chest plate and the never-ending pain of loving a dog and then losing them. Yeah, I knew you would. I know.
Yep. We lost our last 2 and it was killing me those 2.
Oh my goodness. When we got Max from our vet in New Hampshire, we had 2 half Shih Tzu dogs. One was half Lhasa Apso and one was half Pekingese. And they were blood related. We got them from a breeder, and they were the best girls. It was a Lhasa. She was crazy, but she went first. We were both at work and we had to take her to the animal hospital, and they had her there. They had put her in an oxygen cubicle. She had been throwing up bile and all kinds of garbage, and he got a call from the hospital that she had quit breathing, and they brought her back. And then he called me, and I said, "You call them back. Tell them if she stops breathing again, let her go, because it's not fair." And she was sick. And then when I was it was one of my knee surgeries, right? Or was it
I don't know.
the gastric bypass when I was real sick? One of the surgeries I had, our other dog was sick, and my son took her to the vet, and they had to put her down. And Brian was sitting there with me. I said, "I can't leave. You need to go." And those 2 dogs were bagged and buried in the backyard of our house in New Hampshire, like 6 feet down. And I was there when we buried Fluffy, the first one. And he comes home from work, and my kids had dug a 6-foot. My boys had dug a 6-foot hole, which is what the vet had suggested, and made sure she was bagged so no other animals could detect the scent. And he, being the short thing he is,
only 5'5", 5'6".
He lays across where the hole was, and he's got hold of this bag. And the next thing we hear is thump.
That girl on the bag to reach it.
That poor dog hit the bottom of that hole. It was bad. It was bad. And then he felt bad. I'm like, she's already dead. She's gone. She don't feel a thing.
It's like,
but he felt really
it's like
bad.
this one. The only reason we have it is because she sent me over to look at him. That was it. I said, that was it. It broke me. I'm like, this guy's got to come home.
Yep.
And he's got the greatest little thing.
I used to run a store, and our vet was right next door to us. And they had come over at one point. They said, oh, we have this little dog that was surrendered to us, and it needs a home. Our vet was taking him home, but she had older dogs that she needed to deal with, and she couldn't give him the attention. And he was about 5 years old when we got him.
Yep.
And I know we've talked about this before, but we hadn't had him maybe a year.
Yeah.
And his whole back end just gave out on him. And he was dragging his back end. And then one day he just started running, and it was like, wow, this dog has got some huge will. And it was wild. But yeah, so I went over and I saw him, and I said to Brian, I said, I had to get back over to the store. I said, you need to go into the vet and see this dog because he's the cutest little thing. And that was all it took. That was it. Pam is here. Sorry about your ribs. I know about the snow plow guys, though. They've treacherous. They're plowed up all our parking spaces here where I live. They're trying. Like here, they're really trying to do their part.
The hottest part is we're on the corner, and our driveway's around that corner. And when the plow takes it, that whole pile goes around that corner. It doesn't have time to flatten out on the side like everybody else's driveway. So it just it makes it worse.
Sean said, I got the little bell on with the notification on. Can't get much more subscribed than that. I don't know. I was just trying to keep negativity out because I really didn't want to deal with it today at all. Hello, Pam. Or I didn't want Evelyn to have to deal with it either. Sean, that's happened many times to me. YouTube is doing crazy things for sure. Yep. Hello, Donna. Donna Lee is here. Yay. Lynn and Evelyn, y'all should make Cindy a cheat sheet for the names.
Mm-hmm.
We have one going. I just, Dustin and I actually have one. He created one, and I've been adding to it. I'll get there. I got most of them down. I got most everybody's. Agreed, Karen. Yep. YouTube is crazy. Sean, YouTube has done that to me a couple times before. Wouldn't let me comment for 5 minutes. What the hell? I'm subscribed to. That's BS. See, that's why I don't like turning that kind of stuff on, because of just that. But it does keep. Are you okay?
Yep.
It does keep the bad folks out temporarily, anyway. Hi, Holly, Sean, Donna saying hi. Lynn. Hello, Donna. My dad once earned his broken ribs. He decided to go down Suicide Hill standing up on a toboggan. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Whoo, he did. No problem, Donna. You just might want to watch from the beginning. It's all good, though. Evan, I feel bad for both of you. Brian for hurting, Cindy for having to wait on him. It's good. That we've been through so much worse than this. When he fell and he broke his right heel, his left ankle, and his left wrist, and he couldn't do anything. No, Sean, I think still learning everyone's names. Yes, SD Bradley is Sean. See, I'm not the only one learning people's names. Evelyn, Evie, Evelyn. You're correct, Donna. Yes. Sean, that has happened to me also with not being able to comment. No explanation as to why it happens. It's crazy. absolutely crazy. You are welcome. Alice, I was on gabapentin for a while before they did my back surgery. It gave me irregular heart rhythm. Oh, man. See, like I said, it didn't do anything to me one way or another. So when they said something about putting Max on it, I'm like, it can't hurt if it will help him sleep so that we can sleep. It was worth it. But the more I thought about it and thought back about why they put me on it for restless legs, and I'm looking at him not being hardly able to walk yesterday. I'm like, we're not giving him this medicine. We're going to see how he reacts without it. So, today is a little better day than yesterday, so we'll see. He may be here next Sunday. It depends. We need to get him into the vet though, because things aren't right. Terrible weather. You ain't lying. I'm stuck taking gabapentin. I wish it would make me sleep. It can cause weight gain. Yeah, he said, I didn't notice any one way or another repercussions. The only prescription med I do take is furosemide. It's a diuretic for lymphedema to keep that at bay. That and compression socks and eating right has helped keep down the swelling. There are times where my ankles, and you can ask Brian, my ankles will be like twice the size, just sitting there with my legs down. And because we don't have recliners, so I can't sit and put my feet up unless I just go get in bed or move all my crocheting stuff off the couch. Not gonna work. I got 4 projects going right now. 5 actually. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. February 5th, Ken and I have been married for 3 years. Yay, Stacy. Mm-hmm. Ours is February 19th.
Yep.
Ouch. Happy anniversary, Stacy and Ken. Yep. No, I see I'm way behind. Sorry, I thought I was on live current. But it was. Hey, Ricky finally showed up. It's like 42 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell, dude? You missed a lot. I'm on live now. Yay. Hey, twin. That's funny. I like that. Looking forward to Friday the 13th. Can't wait for your story, Sherry and Nancy's. We will be here for your support and cheering you on. Yes, I am so looking forward to it. Ricky made it. New Hampshire Rick. Everybody's just saying hello to Rick. His little butt spasms. What, Max or Brian? I'm sorry you had to go through that, Brian and Cindy. It's, thank you. We're okay.
It's life.
Some pups will tell you, but Nevada didn't, and I don't think Max will either. He has a will to live for you. Yep. Yeah, I was always told they don't show when they're sick. They don't just typically lay down and die, although some do, but the majority, and I checked with my vet about that too. They said typically dogs do not. You have to really be proactive when it comes to your pets and your dogs, and no matter, it's just been crazy. It's been crazy. Hey, Mason. Hey, not all plow guys are bad. I did a good job when I did it. I don't doubt it, Rick. And I say we're not saying. In fact, here in Madison County, in Richmond, I've seen we've seen many videos on how it is in Lexington. It's horrible.
Yeah, we're not
The
playing.
streets here are good.
We're not blaming the plow. It's not his fault. I mean,
No.
you know, like I said, he comes around the corner from where we are. He has no choice but to pull that whole pile around with him.
Well,
You know?
the toughest part was
It's
when
all
he
right.
was, well, that,
Yeah.
but when he was plowing the snow, it was in the middle of the freezing rain that we got on top of the snow. So
Yeah.
nobody's going to get out there and try to move things while it's freezing rain either. You know, as far as, okay, they're piling up snow at the end of the driveway, we need to move it. Well, not when there's ice coming down. You ain't going out there to do it, because it's just crazy.
I mean, it took me 3 days to get the car uncovered,
Mhm.
and that's just letting it run and getting in. And I couldn't even chop it off. I had to let it run, heat up, and melt off.
Well, even Friday when we left,
Yeah.
I never gave
Big chunk of
anything
that.
on top of the car a thought, because I knew he had been chipping away at it. We got out of our driveway and we went down this street around the corner from us, and this sheet of ice, about probably 3/4 inch thick, came down the front windshield.
Yeah.
Thank God it didn't crack our windshield or anything else. And oh man, it was just crazy. I would say yak tracks are like putting chains on tires. They look more like springs. They have the opposite effect on tile and wood floors. Don't think you can run to the bathroom and put them on as you arrive home. Well, you know, that would be disastrous for me. Ask me how I know, she says. Sherry, today is my 4-year anniversary gotcha day for getting my Jenna May. Yay. Weather was good today, 60 degrees. Oh, gosh. And it was 45. I let them go swimmies. You want to know what it is here? Hold on. Last I looked, it was like 20 degrees. It's 23 degrees. And I know there's colder places than that. It's just nuts. Harry and Wendy are here, loving it on keto. Brian, prayers for complete and speedy recovery. Ice can be treacherous. It definitely can.
I'm
And
fine.
thank
Nothing wrong
you
with
for
me.
coming.
I'm fine. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's crazy too, so it's all right.
Missing a few, but that's all right.
Hello, Wendy. Yes. Kathleen Loophole is here. Hi, everyone. I just got here, so hope I didn't miss anything. Glad you're here. Lynn. Hello, everyone. So glad that you were able to take Brian to the ER. Yeah, a couple days later, but you know,
No,
he didn't want to go in the beginning anyway.
No.
So it was like, and then finally Friday when I went to put that gel on him, because I do have that Arnicare gel, Wendy, that you had talked to me about. And I went to try to put some on him. I was just barely, and he let out a scream. And I'm like, all right, I have given you a choice now. We're going. That's it. That's it. It didn't even matter at that point. I said, if I can't get out, I'm calling the paramedics and they'll come and get you. I don't have a story, Sean, but I do have ups and downs with my weight. So I will tell that. It might take 5 minutes. So don't blink. You're crazy, girl. Hey, Wendy, which is also my birthday, the big 5-5. Our anniversary is Andy's birthday. Yep. Your birthday is Amy's birthday, which was also my mom's birthday. I was out snowshoeing. It was going to be a quick trip, but it was so nice. I made it a long trip, and I fell into an air pocket and had to take a few minutes to work my way. I'm glad you're okay. It's not funny. The falling is not funny. It's no joke. But the way you just worded that, it was funny. That was supposed to be Max's butt spasms, but you know Brian may have that too, especially if he eats broccoli. Don't laugh. Cats often just disappear when it's their time. That's interesting. I would have no way of knowing that though. But that's interesting because I'm constantly seeing cats messaging that cats have disappeared. Gee, Sherry, I'm happy with a whopping 16 degrees here. Yeah, you can have all that stuff. I would have taken the snow in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Because that's easy to clear up. We're in a heat wave right now. Both numbers are in the positive temps. Woo!
Mhm.
There's something to be said for those positive temperatures. And my birthday is one of Cindy's sister's birthdays. Yep, Sherry's birthday is the same as my oldest sister's birthday. There's a lot of commonalities here. I also use that arnica gel. I tell everyone about it. Yeah, I forgot I had it, but I remember YouTube police. Sup, Cindy Demanche. Sup, police.
Mhm.
How are you? Sup, chat. What's up? What's up? Hey, Gary at YouTube Police 29. Nice to know the name. Thank you, Rick, for putting that in there. It's all good. I'm doing well. Good. I'm glad you are. Sup, Twin Brook Acres. Good to see you again. You all right?
Yep.
You good? I told Brian he's got the call on when this ends and everything. Hello, YTP. Sup, Evelyn. You sound like my grandson, who is 16. Nope, just turned 17.
17.
Sup, Grandma. Sup, Grandma. That's funny. But, I was going to say. Gabapentin can cause issues because it relaxes them. We watch Sally carefully and don't let her try to jump when she has to take gabapentin for her pancreatitis because she is too wobbly. Yeah, it's like I start picking him up, taking him outside because we have one little step going out our back door.
Yeah.
And he's always on a leash because we don't have a fenced in yard. And I don't think right now he could even attempt to run off because it's all ice in our yard.
Wouldn't go nowhere.
But I don't want to attempt to test it. And because I'm certainly not going to go running after. So it's not happening. Just happened to be on this channel when I saw your live stream. Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. 17. Woo. I guess I was working on it. What's up? Yep. Our youngest grandchild just turned 17. Our great grandchild was a year old mid-December. And all the rest of them are just getting older. Just to work. Thought I would see who was live before things really got underway. Well, you just hang out there on your thing while you're working. That's cool. I do that. I don't work. But I try so hard to catch up with people's lives, and it's so impossible in trying to do that and everything else. Like, yeah. But then I try to go watch replays, and even that, there's so many of them. It's crazy. I'll stick around for a bit. Well, thank you. And for those of you that have channels, absolutely let us know. We'll put your links in the chat. That's how I gained subscribers Wendy and Harry have been fantastic. They were always promoting me on their channel as well as some others, but sharing other people's channels. Dustin would always let him share my channel, or I don't know, Andy and Amy. And there's just so many. And then there are those that don't allow it, which I will never be one of those. Because, the more the merrier. People have stories to get out there. And if you decide to start a channel, you want to get your story out, there's ways to do it, and you got to do it. I found it's freeing not to have to worry about catching everything. The larger your channel is and the more people that support you, the harder it is to support everybody. Mine's not big. I try, but I'm not very good at it. My channel is not very big, but it's good.
She's got me. Never ending story. What's he done next and what's he going to do?
Crazy. But yeah, if you all haven't, any of you have not heard our video when Brian finally decided to come on before we started our lives and tell his story. It's impressive. And you should really watch that. It's really fantastic. And I believe I have it set to where if you go on my channel, that comes up. Did you all hear that? He hasn't had any broccoli. I'm just saying. He has not. Now the guinea giggles. It's just, we had steak and eggs today. That's it. That's what we ate. Oh, gone. Stop it. You're going to hurt yourself. I try, but I'm not very good at it. You know, it's always good. Always content. Or always content. That can be taken both ways. Always content, Brian, or always content. Talking about YouTube, you're always content. That's right. There's a social aspect to YouTube that is very enjoyable. When people start looking at it as a tit for tat thing, it isn't as enjoyable. You're right. Don't laugh, Brian. Rick says so.
Too late.
Donna's laughing and has broccoli symbol there. Lynn says, Brian. No giggling allowed, said Evelyn. See? Sorry, I type quickly and tend to talk a lot. It is not a problem. I try to keep up with the chat too, because without you all, we don't need to be here. You need a cold slab of round steak to slap on those ribs. I'll get him a nice bag. I ain't wasting a steak. He would probably eat it. Sup, Terry girl? It's funny. But yeah. So this upcoming week, who knows? My video is almost ready again. That ended, the weekly foods ended yesterday, and it's almost ready. I am on top of it. I thought of that. Content. I meant Brian will always give you content. I figured, I see, I got it. Always a pleasure to see you, Lynn. 22 QCat. It's always a pleasure to see all of you here.
Yep.
We always used a bag of frozen peas if we didn't have ice packs when I was a kid. Yeah, if I had peas, that's what they would be good for. I have a bag of cauliflower, but that might hurt. Or actually, there's another bag of cauliflower rice in there. I could smash the crap out of that until it got into little pieces. I tell you, this week I made some chaffles. I used baked potato keto chow, cauliflower rice, sharp shredded cheddar cheese, and what else? I think that's it. Eggs. Of course, eggs. I used 8 eggs, 2 servings of keto chow, 2 cups of extra sharp cheddar cheese, and 1 12-ounce bag of frozen cauli rice that I drained, put it out on parchment paper, put it in the oven to dry it out a little bit, and then mixed it all together. And it made 18 chaffles. We had a couple. Well, he had 4 the other day. They were really good.
Yeah. Yummy.
I'm going to try something this week. And I just went to the store. We're going to have beef stew, which I do have baby carrots, and I do have celery, and I bought radishes, the red radishes to use as potatoes. Usually I'll use turnips, but I also bought turnips because I want to try to blanch them, slice them up, and then fry them like you would fry sliced potatoes. I'm going to try. I'm going to try, see how it is. We like those as a substitute for potatoes. Keto chow potato soup is great. I have not tried it. Is that Steve's recipe for the potato soup? Serious ketos? Ellen, I just watched you and Carl visiting Cindy and Brian. Yeah, they've been here a couple of times. It's been great. Andy and Susan have been here. Of course, my sister Deb has been here. Everybody's welcome. It's like we have to move a few things around. It's all good. Lynn, sounds great.
Yep, we got the purification machine for the water yesterday, so that'll be another video she'll be doing.
Yeah, I'm going to add it on. Harry and Wendy, are you still here? Because I really need to talk to you all on the phone. I have questions. We bought the Cove Pure water thing after I tested our water with that tester that you all bought. So we need to talk. So I get off the live. I'm going to send you my number. I don't know if you still have it to call me because I have questions. I have lots of questions. I haven't taken this thing out of the box yet. We just got it yesterday. So it's been in limbo with the weather. I love giving friends more watch hours. You know, awesome. Just being here. That's great. I did that with the turnip, Cindy. It works. Also, I mashed them and made faux potato pancakes, fry them in bacon grease. I just want fried, just fried. I'll peel them, blanch them, slice them, fry them in butter. I'll fry them in butter. We cook our eggs in butter. It sounds good, but I wanted to try it. I want to try it. Nice, Sherry. Yeah, it sounds good. See, I didn't know anybody had done that. It was just in my head, and I went to the store today, and we were about out of Diet Pepsi. That would have been the end of the world here, because y'all know that's our drink of choice. And yeah. And they had it on sale. They had 12 packs for $5.99. Limit 5. They also had 18 count eggs, $2.49 at Kroger's. Limit 5. You know, I got 5. Absolutely. They had coffee on a digital coupon. I got 1 because he's the only one that drinks it. It was a 29-ounce can of Kroger coffee. That was $8.99. So he had some decent sales. And I didn't need a whole lot. And he wanted, of course, bologna and Swiss cheese. Diet Pepsi, out. Nope. It's in. It stays in. That's the one thing I've cut back, but I don't think I'll ever give it up. It's been 5 years and I've never given it up except 1 month. Lately, I've been drinking those Lipton diet drinks. I've had those too. Pineapple and mango one is pretty good. I also been enjoying the peach tea as well. I've had that too. That's really good. I actually might have some in the refrigerator out in the garage. I know I have 1 6-pack of those teas. You doing all right?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. Just a twinge once in a while. I'm okay.
Yeah, that's the worst part for him. Well, it's all bad. But every once in a while I get a spasm and it's like I really feel bad for him.
Just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Just a flesh wound.
Tell me that when you're sitting there.
It's just a bone.
So I have to run. Y'all have a great week. You too. And thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. So anyhow, how has your all's week been? We're going to switch this from us to you all. Bye, Gary. Hearts. It's hard to see these little things. You already gave up your Chalk Zero, Cindy. Let's not all go all crazy here and give up the Diet Pepsi too. You're right. And I keep getting messages. Come back here, I'll bite your kneecaps off. No. I don't know whose kneecaps you're going to bite off, but, mine they're movable kneecaps. Cindy and Brian, love. Yes. Thank you. We love all of you. Make sure he does his deep breathing every day. You don't want to get pneumonia on top of the broken rib. Oh, trust me. Ask him what I did. What did I do just before you came in here? And what did I hand you?
She threw it at me.
I didn't throw it.
Pretty close.
I said, here, do your exercises. Because I said, you either do these or you're going to wind up in the hospital with pneumonia on a ventilator. So do your exercises. Trust me, I am on him like flies on you know what. I replaced my duct taped headphones after I broke them. Yay! Got some JBL Bluetooth headphones. Wow, great sound quality. Well, we'll have to test them out. Love you too. Everybody.
Yep.
So, Wendy, do you have my number? I know we did exchange numbers a while back. I have to see if I still have yours. Oh, for pity's sakes. Contacts. T's. I do not. I do not have it. Unless I just put it under Wendy. Nope, I did it. So let me know if you still have mine. I'll put it in the chat. I don't care. January seems like a fast blur. I can't believe it's February already. That's right. February 1. And Terry, I know I've said it. In fact, last Sunday, for those of you who don't know, Terry lost her mother. And while we were live, I remember distinctly asking for prayers for her mom. And I am so, so sorry. Yep. That's tough, even though we know that they're better off, and it's still hard. Congratulations, Rick. Yeah, you got new headphones. Yay. I'm so sorry, Terry. Yep. Been here most of the time just cleaning and listening. When you're done there, you can come to our house. You know.
A little out of commission for doing that, so we need to get into help.
Yeah. Terry, I'm so sorry. Yep. Oh, goodness. Grandma's Crochet Corner video just popped up. It said cold showers making you. Terry, so sorry. Yep. Thanks. Now I'm just dealing with the paper trail. I can only imagine. My sister, when my mom passed away in 2002, a younger sister was the executrix of her estate. She had to deal with that. His sister had to deal with their mothers. So I feel for you. It's just crazy. Everything's nuts. We have our wills. We're both going to be cremated. And I told my sister this too. I said, I don't care what the hell you do with the ashes. They don't need to be buried. I'm going to be gone. You can throw them out in the wind. You do whatever the hell you want to do with them. I don't care. That's what I told him. Yeah. I said, just put them in a brown box. I don't care. I'll buy an urn off of Amazon. I don't care. So I need to get going. Steph needs my help in the wood shop. Well, you be careful. Have a great day, and thanks for coming through with us. I appreciate it. We're not going to be here much longer because he needs to go relax on the couch where it's a little softer. A great week and stay safe, all. Yes. Bye, Sharon. So, what's new with you all? What has been your what the hell moment for this week? You know ours. So we'll do that. What's the what the hell moments? I'll be cremated too. They will know when I'm done. They will hear the clink, clink when the rods in my legs hit the table. Oh, you're funny. Same way. I got titanium for knees, man. $2,000 for no frills cremation. It seems illegal. You ain't lying because I told Brian we need to pay for those so that nobody else has to. But I can't afford that. Just burn me at the stake, Brian, just like you do it a pig. Just put it on a spit and just whatever. Because that's just insanity. Don't watch any comedians. No laughing. No laughing. My mom had metal too. Yeah. That's pretty wild. Rick, you're crazy. But sorry for the Debbie Downer. Or sorry, Deb. I didn't mean it. That's just a phrase. I just thought about that. Sorry for the down moments in here because we try to keep this really light all the time because there's so many other channels out there that are so serious and preachy, and I don't want that. I don't want that for this. 2 days until cast is removed. Cannot wait. It's been a long 8 weeks. Yes, fingers crossed for Deb that she gets her cast off in 2 more days, or she's going to be mad. And, I wouldn't blame her. I had to have x-rays on both of my knees. I almost fainted trying to get off the table. It made me dizzy. I thought I was going down on the floor. I didn't, though. That's good that you didn't. But yeah, when you get up from any laying down position, I get vertigo if I get up too fast. So you got to be careful. We want to hear about you both. Yeah, we love you guys. Oh, Deb, it's the final countdown. Yep, I ain't singing that. Mm-hmm. You want to sing it? That probably would hurt. Nope. All right, what the hell was watching all weather everywhere but here, which I am very thankful for. Yes, be absolutely thankful. Yeah, my mom had everything all organized, planned, and paid for when she died. It made it so much easier on me trying to figure things out. Yep. Well, his mom and dad had everything. They had paid for their urns. They paid for everything. They had a cemetery plot that was a family plot that was bought and paid for by a family member. Yep. And when they died, digging the ground up to place an urn, $1,500. So I said, I don't want to be buried. It ain't worth that. That's crazy.
I told him to give me the shovel. I'll figure it out.
The vet do it for $300, and I get a handprint in clay and a fancy wood box with a plaque. The vet do it. That's interesting because Deb and I were talking about this. Well, John, you almost missed us, buddy. Hello. But I will say, we have asked our vet a while back because Max has been slowly getting bad, what it would cost if they do the cremations and all that. He said, well, we send the bodies out, the dogs out to be cremated. or the animals in general. And then Deb was telling me she just had her dog, she had to have her dog put down. She was very sick, and it wasn't probably a few months ago now. And how much did you say it cost you total, Deb? Because they told us, our vet told us, a minimum of $250. I'm like, okay. It's just nuts. John. Yeah, it's highway robbery. It is absolutely right. Hospice took care of a lot of it. When I put my cat down, it was $120. I didn't bring her home. Yeah, we've talked about this after I talked to Deb about it. Sorry, it's been hard to keep up with all the lives today. Yeah, how dare other people go live when I'm on? That's just wrong. I'm just kidding, because I'm kidding. But yeah, I get it. Shovel, LOL. Brian, not now. That's funny, Carl, but could happen here. Our local funeral home is also the same one where the pups are cremated also. Wow. There you go. $50 together. South Carolina, it cost her $50 to have her dog cremated. She did it as a group cremation because she didn't want the remains. So Brian and I talked about this because he told me he would want Max's ashes and they would spread them out in the yard. Well, we have such wind gusts, those ashes would end up in the neighbor's yard. They won't stay here. Unfortunately, wind don't go that way. But if it's gonna, yeah, that's crazy. But it was not an individual. That's why I said it was a group thing. Sundays have gotten very busy with all the lives. I'll always be right here, though. That's why we love you. One of the many reasons. What did Brian's x-ray look like? I haven't seen it.
Didn't see it.
But he has a broken rib. I really haven't seen it, but I do believe they said it's his 7th rib and it's on his right front side.
Yeah, it was an x-ray. This one was a CT scan. They looked at a lot of things.
That's right. It was a CT scan. They didn't even do an x-ray.
Had to go into the machine. And that was a fiasco.
I see where you're pointing, Brian. Over there. Well, like I said earlier in the live stream, that anonymous comment, call me if you need me. It is what it is.
I mean, you know, my neighbor next to us is offered a walker and canes and
a walker to help you get up off the couch and off the bed.
And yeah, it'd be helpful, but I think that if I'm getting up on my own, it may hurt. But I think I might be strengthening myself at the same time. So, you know, I don't want to have to depend on one of those to get up all the time. I want to be able to do it on my own.
John said, oh, my pet's ashes set up on the dashboard of the semi. They're all gone, but they still looked down the road.
I mean, he's not going to be here. And
I think, you know,
after I, you know, you don't need the ashes because we have pictures of them. I got a small video of them. And that's enough.
I'm going to pull it, all the videos and stuff and do one video of just
we have 2 pictures over our bed of the last 2 dogs we have that were drawn by somebody that went to a store years ago, which is pretty cool. You know, they're like, you always have them. You always remember them.
Terry said, behave, Brian. Cindy knows where your weak spot is now. I was trying to put that lidocaine patch on him this morning. And man, it's cold. I should probably heat the suckers up. I don't even know if that's allowed. But I was just gentle. And he's like, I don't know if that was the cold or the soreness, but
it's the cold.
Holy crap. He is very, see, this stuff is hard because he is very ticklish. Extremely. I mean, beyond anything. You just poke him and he's like, he goes nuts. I did this thing on CapCut. I want to see what it's doing with Max's picture. Oh man, what should I say to this? What kind of videos do you create with CapCut? Aaron, I need your expertise here because I've tried CapCut and I can't figure this crud out. Celebration videos, daily life videos, videos made for with self. There you go. That will do. That will work.
Now, I will say one thing though, the most disheartening thing about this whole accident of mine is you let the kids know, and only one of them has checked in on me, and that's our grandson Michael. Nobody else has, texted or called to say how are you. Nothing. Kind of saddening. Even my own daughter.
Stumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of and stretch and try to come to life.
Okay, here it is.
Stumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life.
It's like what kind of what would your pet do for work? Or something like that. That's what it was. Okay, I'm not sure, but I bet Brian's x-rays looked like a bunch of bones with a crack in one. Like I said, he didn't have x-rays. He had a CT scan. You think the anonymous one was who we think? I do. I don't have a whole lot of people's phone numbers in this subdivision. We've been here about 4 years, and I think we know enough people on one hand. We can count on one hand, enough couples. That's it. Especially as far as exchanging phone numbers. Anybody else commented under their name. So I believe so. Patches are crazy. My husband always gets mine stuck to itself before he gets it on. They are sticky. It's crazy. Prayers for Max. Thank you so much, Donna. Just sharing that's the direction of where that particular neighbor's house is. I used my phone. I use an app called YouTube Create. I've tried that too, and I can't figure it out. Woman, you got to call. We got to talk. You've told me that, and I have YouTube Create. Did you all hear him again? I'm telling you, this man is, I don't even know the word for it. You're going to hurt yourself. Well, that was nice of her to offer, even though anonymous could be a way of reaching out for a truce, perhaps, maybe. But the one I followed it up with, I'm not sure who this is to call, but thank you. Nothing else after that. And I reached out to her. Don't poke him in the ribs, please. I'm not. I ain't touching him. He's over here just passing gas like always. The Tuesday before Christmas, our last night of bowling for Tuesday nights when it broke for the holiday, she was coming into the bathroom as I was coming out. And I said, Merry Christmas. And I said her name. And it was like I never said anything. So I tried. And Donna said he cracks himself up. That's what he does. Did you see, Donna? Did you see that video of him just laughing? My sister was here. We were playing Yahtzee. And he just broke out cracking up. And I found out a couple days later why. We were in the car. Stop, Brian. You're going to hurt yourself. We were in the car, and he starts giggling like nobody's business. And I'm like, what is so funny? He said, and then I could smell it. So I put the window down, he said, that's why I was laughing so hard at the table the other day. I was breaking wind. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, right? So now anytime he breaks out giggling, it's like, really? Terry said Brian is musical today. You're going to be hurting later. What? What?
I'm okay.
Yeah, he's lost his freaking mind. He broke a bone and now he breaks the wind all the time. That's a no-brainer.
I just break things.
Brian can't even get through a live stream without being a big mess. And she corrected how she spelled his name. I use Caden Live on a Linux system. I don't know a dang thing about any of that, John. I am so computer illiterate. No, I can't say I'm computer illiterate, but all that fancy stuff, you do some tremendous editing on your videos. I will kudos to you. Same way with Harry on Loving It on Keto. He is a master at editing. Me, I try to get by with very little. If I mess up, it's just me. And I'm just going to be me. I've tried some of these little fancy things. And like I was just talking to Aaron, I can't figure it all out. It's all good. I'm trying to catch up on the videos. This is a short, and he is on the thumbnail. He is bent over with his head in his arms on the table, cracking up. He didn't even know I was recording. And Debbie was sitting next to me, and I was sitting down there, and he was sitting right here, and he is like losing his mind. And then he realized I was recording, and he couldn't stop. It was just the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like a kid, absolutely. Is there any bruising on Brian?
No.
No, there's no bruising. I have been searching every day. He's going to hurt himself today with all that laughing. You heard me tell him.
No, I'm not. I'm good.
He said, I'm good. Hey, Juju, how are you? You have been a stranger. What's new? Holy cow. There's, I'm not coming to play games until Brian is healed. It ain't going to stop him. He's going to do this anyway. Another snow day tomorrow. Oh, dang. Your videos are great, Cindy, without editing. This is why this is one of the many reasons I have missed you so much, because you always say just the right things, because, all these people that, and no offense to anyone that does this editing. But then I feel like, oh man, maybe my videos will be getting more views if I put more into it. And then I think, yeah, but that's not me. And the whole thing I wanted to do is keep it real and keep it simple. And I wasn't in this to get rich, because God knows can't do that with YouTube. And I appreciate, and I'm going to go there. I appreciate every one of my members tremendously. I appreciate all of you. Do I expect it? Hell no. Do I appreciate it? 1,000%. Yes. Sean says, hiya, Juju. Everybody say hi, because she's been MIA. I've passed 3 master's level classes this month. This 4th one is humbling, though. I know you're killing it. You're studying to be a teacher, right? You've been a teacher's aide, I believe. Are you crying now?
No.
What the? You're also not in camera. Look, trying to get up. Too much work, all the editing. Yep. I might need to put the sewing machine tomorrow and take a me day. You might need to pull out the sewing machine tomorrow and take a me day. There you go. More editing doesn't equal more views, Cindy. It takes me 4 to 6 days, 12 to 14 hours a day to make a 5-minute music video. Good gracious. And they're fantastic. For those of you that don't know, if there's any of you that don't know, John is putting up music videos that are telling his story, and they are impressive. I mean, just absolutely impressive. So kudos to you, because that's a lot of work, but you're reaping the benefits because they are 100% fantastic. Permanent substitute for 3 years, now trying to do it for real. There you go. I knew you were a substitute and you were studying to get your teaching degree. That's amazing. Teachers are so not appreciated most all the time, and it's so not right because they work hard. And I wouldn't have it in me, because these, especially when you get some ungrateful kids, and no, I'm too old for that crap. Because don't want it. My oldest finally got her driver's permit and got behind the wheel for the first time today. Car is still in one piece. In the snow, kudos to her. Need to put a green fog on your thumbnail and ask the fighting question. Will Brian gas you out of the house this live? Tune in to find out. That's pretty good. You know, I thought it was pretty cool that I got a guinea pig that had fallen on ice, thanks to ChatGPT. And then I put Max's picture on the YouTube, on the thumbnail, because I knew we were going to talk about Max. But yes, I thought that was ingenious of me, because that's as far as my stuff is going to go. Yes, John, absolutely. His videos are amazing. Oh, I hope you're doing well, Brian. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas is hoping you're doing well.
I'm fine. I'm good.
Look, Juju, my eldest daughter, did the same thing, finished up a couple years ago. Awesome. Shelly King is here. Hey, friends, happy Sunday. Hope you feel better, Brian. I'm sure you're super sore. How are you doing, lady? You've been through a couple surgeries. How are you doing? No, hubby found her a well-plowed parking lot where he works. That's great. That's like, whoo, that's throw her into the wolves if you get her on driving on snow right away. Like, that's a tough one. Hello, Shelly. So I am just waiting to hear how Shelly is. That's it. You got anything else?
Nope. I'll just keep plugging along. I'll get better. Just going to take a while.
Mm-hmm. That we both appreciate everybody showing up, being here for us every week. And it's just, you guys make it worth my while to do this. Next, it's been a rough couple weeks, to be honest, very painful and emotional. I need to remember it's temporary. Yep. Give her a talking to. She just had a couple surgeries.
Yep. I don't know. I battle through it, and I don't usually complain. She knows that. Mm-hmm. And I'll just try something. If I can't do it, I know better. But I'll go and try it, because she also knows I hate sitting down and not doing anything. But,
it's hard on him.
It is.
It's hard for him to do it.
I know I can do a couple of things if she gives me a hand. So I can go do something on the laser. She wants a new cutting board. I can work on that. Hand. Yeah. She can help me with that. But,
Oh, speaking of cutting boards, I put a post up, and one had a picture of Max. It was a Valentine thing that I was going to put in my merchandise shop, in my merch shop. The other was a cutting board with a saying on it that I found. And well, this is part of it without the Hellraisers Unite at the bottom. It says, caring, creating a real impact, nourishing generations. I really like that. And I did have ChatGPT's help on that. And it was brought to my attention that we misspelled generations. It wasn't intentional, and we will fix it, but it was immediately brought to my attention. But here's the other one. Y'all know I say a lot that you all matter. You matter. No matter what, you all matter. And I had this created by ChatGPT. Max says, you matter. I thought it turned out really cute. But I put both of those up because I have sold 0 in my merch shop. I have the What the Hell, Hellraisers logo stuff in there. I need your all's help. What would sell, in your opinion? I like that saying about caring. I love that picture with Max. And I could do that without it being Valentine's or just whatever. But if you were to buy something, what would you look for? That's what I need to know. So put a comment on my post on what you would like to see. Because I have, like I said, other than us buying stuff to give away, we have sold 0 in our merch shop. And I keep getting emails from Spreadshirt. You're not making any sales. You need to change this. You need to do this. You need to, I don't know. I don't know. So what would you like to see? What would you be interested in? Because you're all the ones that matter. She won't drive off the military base right now, but one day at a time, she will get there. Anxiety is real. That's right. You can't, worst thing you do is push her. Prayers for Max, prayers for Brian, prayers for you too, Cindy. I got to go. Thank you so much, Donna. And we love you too. Even if we are late. Absolutely. Better late than never. Bye, Donna. We love all y'all. We do. Brian and I, we seriously do.
Yep.
And we appreciate all of you. Hope things get better, Shelly. Yeah, me too. And if you ever want to talk, reach out to me. I don't think you have my phone number, but if you're on, I know you're on Facebook. Just message me. I'm normally always available. Can't think of anywhere else we would rather be, Cindy. Prayers for quick healing for Guinea Pig. Prayers for Max. Thank you, Sean. You guys are awesome. Oh, I wish there's more. Everybody have a good evening. You too, John. Thank you so much. Same, Brian, same. It's very humbling to ask for help. Maybe Brian's rib crack is leaking gas. like a vacuum leak in a car. Trying to help you out, Brian. Terry, you crack me up. That's funny. I know how it is if we don't at least try, Brian, so I understand. Yep.
You have to. You can't give up. You can't let it get to you.
Well, this isn't a matter of giving up. This is a matter of taking care of yourself so it heals.
It is, but you can't just sit still.
Not like me with this finger. But it's healed. It's not perfect, but it's healed. It's a little sore once in a while, but it's all good. Juju said, that's adorable. Thank you. I think so. Nice. Mm-hmm. Did I miss something? Is Max sick? He is. And we're going to talk to the vet tomorrow. We're going to try to get into the vet tomorrow so we can talk to him and they can check him out further and see what's up. But yeah, need to sign the caring board. Your Cindy Demanche tagline, you matter. If I had orders for those caring boards, I would sign it. But right now, he's like out of commission. Max loves sign. Yes. What the hell umbrellas? I don't think they have umbrellas on there, but that would be cool. I haven't sold anything either. Cindy only sold to 2 people and one was me. I have only sold to 1 person and it was me. So yeah, I get it. Oh, I love that with Max. Yep. It'd be great for Valentine's Day, but then I got to change it up. Change it up. On a board, you talking Max or the caring thing? The caring thing is on a board. And originally I had underneath it, I had thought Hellraisers Unite. But that, you know, people may not want that in their in their house. I don't know. I thought it was clever. I thought it was cute. I love that with Max. Yeah. So yeah, either one of them could be on a board. But on the merch shops, they're usually T-shirts or cups or water jugs or aprons or, I mean, any of that kind of thing. Magnets, pins, all that stuff. But we can do, once he's better, we can do cutting boards, coasters, coaster sets, anything like that. Everyone have a great evening and the rest of this winter. Where are you going the rest of this winter? Eat meat, eat, then repeat when hungry. You betcha. Well, thank you, Cindy. I really appreciate that. Love you. Love you too. You got to get better for Keto Palooza. Who all here? I know Evelyn and I know Debbie and Brian and I. Who else is going to Keto Palooza in Louisville, Kentucky in October? Prayers for Sweet Max. Thank you, Shelly. I'll be listening in. Got to do some audio editing. Brian can't work. GIF's a couple weeks. He can't work anything for a couple weeks. So we would like to see on a board, what we would like to see on a board, on coasters, on my merch shop. Like that's what I was mainly talking about, to try to get stuff moving there. But yeah, anything, cutting boards, coasters, merch shop, which is, like I said, usually shirts. I think he's done.
That's enough.
He said he had to stand up. Me, Keto Palooza. Yay, Mason. Yeah, I knew you and Barbara and Amy and Jerry are going. KPL, yay. And is Lindy going too, Shelly? That's where I met you two, is at KPL a few years ago. Yay. So sweet, my car lives in the garage, so no need for a cover. I need a cover.
Need another garage.
We need a second garage because ours is filled with our stuff for our eBay store. And then Brian's tools on the perimeter of the garage. Right down the middle is all the eBay stuff. Me, Keto Palooza, KPL 26 or bust, Evelyn says. All right, guys, I think Brian needs to go relax. I need to figure out what we're going to have for dinner because we had steak and eggs at like 1:30.
Yeah.
So it'll be a while, but yes, Lindy and I are roomies again, and Rashana. Nice. Very nice. I will see you there. But in the meantime, Cindy, get a carport that will keep the ice off the car and a driveway. Can you come and put one up for me? Because I have a husband that can't right now. I don't even know if the HOA would allow it, to be honest. It's a fine line of what we can have, what we can't. Bye, Thomas. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to let you all go, but thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Leave me a message on the post what you would like. And yeah, bye again. Love you. Thank you for the live. Thank you, Donna, for joining us and everyone else in the chat. I appreciate you all so much. And I'm trying to go and messages keep popping up. I cooked, remembered the food, and to shut off the oven. Yay, Ricky. Bye, all. Love you. Sibdi. Love you too, Juju. I was thinking about driving to Ketopalooza. I'll take the motor home. Yes. You come and you go because it's fun. Thinking of you at the vet tomorrow. Bye, all. Thank you so much, Lynn. And I will let everybody know when we know something.
Yep.
Good night, Cindy and Brian. Happy Sunday. Heart. Love you to the moon and back. We love you too, Sherry. Bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. And on that note, we are out. Have a great one. We will see you next Sunday. Not sure about Friday yet. So far, nothing. But I'm relaxing. So it's all good. And I have a husband to take care of. So there's that. I will talk to you all soon. Bye, everybody. And Brian says bye. He's over there. Get ready to go sit on the couch.